Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and today I'm on sketch 13. We're nearly the end now. So this one is, the part you get is this pink part. That's the thing you would cut out from the originals. You have to add this bit and the circles and whatever else you like after that. I am going to go with the sentiment from Phrase a Bird, thank you, and the butterfly. I have pre-cut them from the paper, so I'm not actually stamping today, but this is the stamp set that matches it completely. So if you haven't got the papers but you have the butterfly stamp set, you could go with this. I'm just going with a big yellow butterfly. So we're going to start off, as I said, the first piece you have is this one, and that's what you're going to use. I'm going to do free embossing on this. So we'll start with that and get everything going here. I'm just using the very small mask board of some sort. I'm going to turn it over and make the embossing come through the other side. So again, just running down. You don't need to do it all because you know that this is going to be sitting practically on it, but it's going to be sitting at this side. So, you know, don't go mad if you don't want to, but I'm just, for time's sake, rather than me measuring out exactly where I want to emboss this, I'm doing it this way. So just keep going, embossing down. You can come out a wee bit if you want, but I think it's just easier just to follow it through. And it's not going to be that bulky that it's going to affect you sticking your paper on top of it. Just make sure you stay straight. Now you could leave it just with these stripes, but I'm going to go one further today and make it into kind of a wee check. So just turn it round. You know, this is the way. I'm just checking myself more than less telling you. I want to run a wee check down here, so I'm going to mark it. If I line this up at number 8. Where's number 8? So on this one here, down to this one, I know is where I should go to, so I'm going to mark it here. And that means when I turn it over, I know I'm covering that okay. So we're going to turn it over and we're going to start here. And we're just going to go down to those points with another line on every notch on your embossing board. The line is just a marker, so don't worry about going over it. It's just going to give us a different wee pattern, different feel. And it'll tie in with the ribbon that I'm going to use, which is gingham. I hope. It really is a quick and easy way of embossing if you haven't got a big pile of embossing boards or folders. I need to invest in a few more, as a lot of mine have went, they're not in the catalogue this year, they're retired, so I need to update. So you can see that gives us a lovely crisscrossy pattern there, which I think is nice. So we'll get this out of the road. This is going to be stuck right on top, like so, and that leaves that lovely wee pattern. So we'll just go ahead and glue this on first. Same piece of paper again, as you can see, but we're going with the butterflies. And that's the only thing I'd say to you if you are planning to join in any of these challenges with Kendra. Choose your papers carefully that it doesn't tie. The butterflies kind of tied me, you know, unless I was using the opposite side. I had to go with butterflies to tie in with flipping paper, so bear that in mind. You know, if you're choosing a wee paper that has cars or something on it, you're going to be tied to it. So that is going to sit like so on top of your card base, but it also has a suggestion of a 1/4 inch strip which goes along here. Instead of that, I'm going to use a nice wee bit of Just Jade, which matches in with one of the butterflies, not necessarily the card. But on putting your ribbon on, we're going to use sticky tape, if I can find it. Just go with this wee bit broader, broad enough to be covered by the ribbon. I don't want to be going corner to corner because it's awkward then when you go to turn that round. You know, you have a bit at either side, which is daft. So I'm going to go from here to here, and that should keep me right. So pull off a piece long enough to go in both sections. So I wanted to go to that point and come to this side of this point. I don't want it sticking to my paper. So that should fold over the back, and then we're going to fold over that again. This one will fold over this way, leaving you that wee bit which you're going to tuck back ways. So pokey tool out. And just remove it, and then tuck those back so they're nice and neat and tidy, and tuck that one back. And then I'll set this across here so I don't stick to my paper, and we'll stick this. I don't know if there's a front or back side. It looks the same to me. So from that corner and down to this corner, and just make sure it's all sitting nicely, and then we can trim it off so we're having too much going over the back. What way to trim this? I'm going to have to trim it again, I'm sure. I'll actually bring it. I think actually I'm going to tuck it rather than trim it so I'm not left with a raw edge. That's what we'll do. We'll pop it over so it's caught the ribbon, but we're going to add another wee bit of double-sided tape to both, so it keeps that in place and allows me to tuck that back over and hold it securely. This one's back and all, which is good. And that keeps it all right and doesn't give you a raw edge that's going to fray out on you eventually. So that'll hold that. This one's held now. Perfect. So we shall just glue this down now. I'll put lots on here because of the embossing. Oops. And that gives it a lovely fresh feel with the green and the gingham. What colour? This is mint macaron that I've used, this card. This is Just Jade ribbon, which I don't think is available anymore, unfortunately, but use your own stuff, whatever you've got, just use it up. So that is the basis of the card. So now we need this circle, which says it's a 3-inch circle. So I did the 3-inch in using the Just Jade, which will sit nicely on top of that. This will go on top of this, and then our butterfly will go on the top, which we're going to curl his wings. This was die cut using the matching dies, the Brilliant Wings dies. It's quite an expensive bundle to buy, but you get a lot out of it. You really get, like, those big dies are really, they really make a big statement. So I think they're worth the investment. Well, that's what I told myself anyway. So this is going to be stuck here. I'm not going to bother raising it up. I'm sticking it well because it's on ribbon. So just go to the center of your card. I'm going to actually put a wee sentiment up here. Shimmying around. This one I'm just putting directly again. Normally I would 3D these up, but because the butterfly is sitting up so proud, I'm not going to bother. And we'll just add a bit of glue to the body so that it does sit up for me. Put it going that way. Again, if you have the stamp set, just stamp your butterfly out and cut them out. And maybe do it in the yellows, Daffodil Delight, and see how it looks. So I'm fairly pleased with that, but I want to do a wee thank you message. And we're going to do it in mint macaron to match everything. Could have went yellow, I suppose. Might change my mind yet, you never know. We'll pop that there. Let's see what it's like. Not bad, I'm not sure. I'm going to punch it out with this wee punch. Don't think it's available. It might be in the... It's not going to do anyway, so I'm not going to tell you about it as well. We'll go with the bottom of this. Let's see how that looks. It's a very small sentiment, so I'm going to cut it out with my hand. No punching at all. Just cut around the letters. Sorry this video is so dark. It actually is lovely and bright outside, but it seems to knock the brightness on the camcorder or the video, whatever you call it. So it doesn't let me do things very well when it's a nice day. Much better light on a dark day, isn't it awful? So we'll just round these wee corners since it's a bit roundy. That will just sit here. Not bad. You could go with either the mint macaron or the yellow. This I will raise up very, very slightly. And just pop it up at the top. Thank you. That's straight. So that is it for card 13. I like that one. I really do like it. I think it sits up lovely. And it's the fresh gingham. I love a bit of gingham. So whatever you think, I'm holding that up and you can't even see it because of the bad light, but I'm hoping you get the gist of it. That was pretty easy as well. You only had the one piece. Cut your strip of ribbon or card. You don't have to put ribbon. Add your 2 circles and a sentiment if you want. So, number 13 done and dusted. I'll be back again later. Bye.